Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Hawk Talk here as Hyannis takes a 1-0 win against the Harwich Mariners. And now only 2 runs have been scored between these two teams in 20 innings. But, Jack, today it was by the Hyannis Hardbrox off of a sacrifice hit, no less, in this stellar pitching performance.
Yeah, and you start off the game with an infield single start off the inning with an infield single from Jordan Rogers. Busby works a tough at-bat, gets the walk, and 2 runners on with no outs. You move him over from Cullen, and then finally you get that infield hit from Cody Henry that could have gone through the hole, but a great diving play by Adams at short that scores the run. And it's just encouraging to see Hyannis when they really need to in crunch time and when they know that they have an opportunity to score when they get a runner on with no outs in the inning. It's good to see them execute and actually be able to push that run across, even though they were shut out really at the plate all night.
Meanwhile, for Hyannis, because the offense was really stalled the entire game, pitching really bloomed for them here. It started with Charlie Barnes, along with James Harrington and Gabe. Another stellar performance on all ends by Hyannis.
Yeah, and James Harrington was lights out again in the bullpen. 3 strong innings pitched in relief. Also took over that 8th inning, and then Garrett Cave, 6th save on the season for Cave in 12 appearances. He has just been lights out in the 9th inning since he's found his groove. But you got to talk about Charlie Barnes and how well he pitched. He really matched Hunter Williams, who at one point had retired 12 straight Harbor Hawks. But Barnes was lights out as well. Even though Harwich found themselves on base, Barnes nulled the threat. He left 6 Harwich Mariners on base tonight.
Aside from the 1-run scored by Hyannis, Charlie Barnes is the true hero as a starting pitcher, and he's our Hawk Talk player of the game. He caught up with Nicole after the game.
Well, I'm here with Charlie Barnes, our Hawk Talk player of the game, and you guys faced a tough pitching staff against Harwich today, but you did a fantastic job.
Yeah! That just happened!
It's got to be rough, a little bit cold out today.
Yeah, a little chilly.
How did you approach this game knowing that you're up against such a tough pitching staff?
Really just try to do the same thing as always, just go out there and give my team a chance to win. So we made some good plays on defense. They did a really good job, and we found a way to score a run and win it. So
you were in a couple situations with runners in scoring position throughout the game, but you always managed to get out of it. How do you approach those at-bats knowing that those players are there in such a close game?
I really just try to keep the ball down, make really quality pitches, and you just try to, you just can't let them score, so it's tough. But we did a good job today. We made some defensive plays out there. I think Ford and Zach had 1 each with runners on base. So, just trust in our team. Just trusting the team and, just believing in yourself, knowing you can get out of it. So.
Only 3 hits allowed. What pitches were really working for you up there at the plate?
My fastball was good, and then my curveball was good today, and I threw some good change-ups, and so pretty much everything was working. I didn't have to use the slider too much because there weren't many lefties in the lineup, but so everything was working.
Lastly, Fenway yesterday, the whole team, whole league was there. What was the most fun part about being at Fenway Park?
I guess just hanging out. The coolest thing is there were a few of us, I don't know if we were supposed to, but we signed inside the Green Monster, so I'd say that's the coolest part.
All right, great. Thanks so much. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nicole. Now Jack Hyannis will go and face Orleans at Eldridge Park. They're 0-2 against them so far. Lost 6-1 there a long time ago, and then 4-0 pretty early on. John Gavin will be in his 3rd start, looking to really bounce back after being stellar in his first and then a little shaky in his second one.
Yeah, and Gavin, he's got all the tools for pitches that are absolutely fantastic. His changeup, scouts are drooling over it, and we'll see if he can stifle this Orleans lineup that has been hot as of late. Gavin, he's got good stuff, but the offense for Hyannis, they've only scored 2 runs in the last 2 games, and from a hits perspective, they didn't get a hit that left the infield this past game. So we're going to see if the offense wakes up against Orleans to try to get that first win against the Firebirds.
Hyannis found their first win against Harwich tonight, 1-0, and they'll look for that tomorrow at Eldridge Park. We hope you join us there, 7 p.m. start. For Jack Keffer, I'm Gabe Sustick. Good night.